Number 24 only has one premise. Everything that we need, hopefully, is in that premise. And we got to get not S. So we're definitely going to have to break down the premise. Luckily, it's a conjunction. That's the main operator. So we can just take each side, whoops, and split them up with simplification. Right? And of course, when you have a conjunction like that, you know you're going to want to simplify and use both sides probably, like in this case. So no matter what you end up doing, doesn't hurt. Just go ahead and break it up with simplification. So we got the left side, and then we're going to simplify one again, but this time take the right side. And now we have premise one split up. We're trying to get not S, and so 2 is going to be the key line, probably, right? If we do modus tollens on 2, that would give us not S, but to do modus tollens, we need a denial of the right side of this conditional. So what we would like to have is the denial of J and Q. And that's what we'd like to have. We have not Q. We need to somehow get from not Q to this. One of the tips, the new tips, right, is to think of what is equivalent to your premises and your conclusion. And sometimes that can be helpful. But an expanded version of the tip is also think about what's equivalent to what's on your wish list. Hopefully, you're starting to recognize whenever you see something like this, like the negation of stuff in parentheses, and the stuff in parentheses is an and or an or, that is the perfect setup for De Morgan. So whenever you see this combination, not and, you should think De Morgan's. So what's equivalent by De Morgan's to what's on our wish list? It'd be not J or not Q. And that would be equivalent by De Morgan's. Fortunately, this is very easy to get from what we have. We got not Q, and since this now is a disjunction, we can just add what we need. So let's do that. We'll add to 3. And we're going to add not J or in front of what we already have. So now we have exactly what's on our wish list right there. And we can use De Morgan's to get the next thing on our wish list. So we pull that negation out from each, and it's going to go J and Q, and instead of an or. So now we've got that, and that's of course from 4 De Morgan's. And how are we going to get not S? That's right, line 2. So line 2 and line 5 together, modus tollens is going to give us not S. Awesome. So that one was a little tricky perhaps for you because you had to think about what you needed to get. You needed to get not S, and somehow you needed to get the denial of this if you were going to use modus tollens on 2. But how in the world are you going to get J? So the key there is thinking about if you need the denial, thinking about what you need, right? J and Q, there's no negation in there, but what you need is not actually J and Q, you need the denial of J and Q. And if you do the wish list method, then it's easy to see that it's perfect form for De Morgan's. So by using the wish list method here, that can really help you out as well. Awesome.